My guest tonight is an unusual man. You know him as a handsome, rugged movie star. But there's a lot more behind the stylish exterior. Depths that no camera can capture. I'm happy to have a rendezvous with Jackie Shroff and his lovely wife, Ayesha.
Just let your thoughts, your dreams unfold. Let's talk of love, of tales untold. Speak so I can see your soul. Speak so I can see your soul.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi.
You know, I've been wanting so much to meet you. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
You know, you sit before me, every inch the suave, glamorous movie star. But there's a person in there, inside you, which the movies don't reveal.
I think most of the guys have the same. There might be a mask behind the real person.
But that's the person I want to talk about, the person who's inside you.
Oh yeah, real deep down.
Yes. You were born Jackie Shroff,
Yeah.
and then you were known as Jagu Dada.
Mm.
And then you became Jackie Shroff, the movie star. Which of these three personas is the real you?
I think it's Jagu.
Jagu is the protector.
Jagu is the guy actually.
You know, before you came here, I talked to a lot of people who've met you, who know you, and each one had a Jackie story to tell.
Really? Let me hear it too.
You know, some little act of kindness or generosity from you, which made a difference to their lives.
I do meet people who, whatever capacity I could help them, I tried my best. It's just getting them a right doctor or getting their daughter married off or some kids not getting admission in school, all those usual things which happen.
You know, in the cynical world, a lot of people may not even believe some of the things that you've done. But I have verified it. I know that today hundreds of families in Bombay live on your support.
Someone supported me when I was young.
Well,
So it's all right, it's nothing much.
because of you, Jackie, many of the disabled walk on crutches today. The handicapped have cycles, wheelchairs,
Yeah.
and you don't even put a tag on it, donated by Jackie Shroff.
Don't need no publicity for it. It's just that you do it, and I hope others also do it. So,
Others go once a year and give sweets to the handicapped, but they make sure that a horde of photographers are around to capture the event and the generosity.
maybe he's doing it for his funda, but that message is given to others to, okay, man, he's also doing it. I can also do it. So in that, I think a lot of poor people are getting help. It doesn't matter if he's getting a publicity, free publicity, or someone's watching up there, man.
You also have an account in a local hospital.
Yeah, in Nanavati Hospital. There are two friends. They give me discount in medicines. They get me the best doctors, and they got up patients who have been given up for dead, and they're alive and kicking now.
Really?
That's cool. Yeah.
And you pay all the bills.
Yeah, big deal. I mean, we need to do something outside too. A lot of grief outside. If you get the window down and look at the signal kids, geez, it's bad news.
Talking about putting the window down and looking at the kids, the street kids, all the way from Pali Hill to Tinbat, they have one mobile number, which they can call day or night for help. And that mobile number is yours, Jackie.
Yeah, it is.
Why have you given it to them?
Just so that they can, if they have problems, if someone comes from some little village and they're lost and they want to be looked after, I'm there.
They can call you anytime.
Oh, yeah, yeah, sure. Before 2 at night.
That's amazing.
One has to do it. One should do it. I mean, you can't just hide and put a blinker on your eyes and move around as if there's no grief in the city. Loads of little kids scampering on the streets, hungry.
Well, that's what they said. They said कि Jackie दादा ने कहा कि अगर तुम रात को भूखे हो तो मुझे फ़ोन कर दो, मैं खाना भेज दूँगा.
Yeah, if he's hungry and if he calls me, he gets it. But thank God, Mumbai City, there are a lot of kind people who see to it that children don't sleep hungry.
Do people ever take advantage of you?
A lot of people do, but I don't let the others get pissed out in it. There are a lot of people who try to cheat you,
Yeah, sure.
but then there are others who really need you. They get pissed out in the same thing. So I see through, but then some I don't see through, and maybe it's they needed more than I needed, maybe.
You'll go along with it.
I'll go along. Maybe I'll beat them up also later on, but then I'll go along.
Jackie, why do you do all this?
I didn't analyze myself.
What makes you do it?
I don't know what complex is that. Is some guilt or is it responsibility towards
What is it?
God knows what. Well, it just happens. It just melts. Candle, fire, gone.
Really? Did you have a hard life growing up with your family?
I was staying at a chawl in Tinbatti, in a room which was as small as this. 6 people used to stay there. I had a little mori where I used to have my bath. I had a kitchen which was connected to the mori. So everything was in-house except for the potty, which we had to stand in the queue. Early morning standing in the queue with dalda ka dabba. Everyone has to go to school, someone lawyer, some doctor, some actor, and some, those things. It kept on. I kept on for 3 years, and my wife said, okay, please, let's po. Because how long can I just hang, when you dabba lage khada hai? I did it. Because I was happier there. I never wanted to shift out from Tinbatti, from the chawl that I was in. It gave me a lot of support and gave me a lot of warmth. And if you live there for so many years, all your friends from the area, and suddenly you are uprooting yourself. Even you were there. I mean, Vahidaji was down there, Shashiji was down. So all my favorites, Shamiji was there. I just couldn't, it broke my heart to leave my house and go away. I mean, my mother at the reach, I could just reach out and touch my mother. It was that way. Now there's a wall in between me and my mother. So as you grow big, I think a lot of, you stay in a cubicle anyway, but there are a lot of walls.
You're so right. I never looked at it like that.
That's how it is, geez.
Yeah. And then how then did you become Jagu Dada?
I became a rough guy and I started looking after my area without meaning to look after people around, because my brother was doing that. He died.
What happened?
Oh, he drowned. He tried to save somebody without knowing how to swim. And he just got dragged in. Some people came and took him out, but it was too late. And my father had said today he was an astrologer, my pa. He said today's a bad day. Don't go out. He went out. He didn't go to work though. He used to work in Century Mills as a mill hand. And that's it. I saw him drown. We tried to...
You were watching?
I was watching. I was 10. I was scared. I mean, I didn't even jump in the sea. I would have gone to. But we tried to throw line. He caught hold of it. It slipped from this guy's hand. He struggled for some time. Then he went in. Yeah, it happened in front of my eyes. So I've seen grief, the maximum anybody can see. I mean, losing your own brother who's like your protector, dying in front of your eyes in a sea is... Ooh,
terrible.
It's horrible.
So your father's an astrologer?
Yeah, he was an astrologer.
What did he predict for you?
Mass media. Whether your Venus or your Jupiter is in this house, I couldn't understand. But he said you should be where the masses see you, the masses feel you.
He said that?
Yeah. And me being from a chawl who couldn't understand English, बात भी नहीं करने को आता था बराबर, हिंदी भी नहीं, इंग्लिश भी नहीं. तो मैं मास मीडिया क्या है मालूम नहीं. पूछा एक दो को, तो बोला होटल लाइन ज्वाइन कर ले.
अच्छा.
तो मैं बोला चलो होटल में शेफ अप्रेंटिस अप्लाई किया
ताज में
मिला नहीं ग्रेजुएशन या कुछ का लफड़ा था मेरा ऐसे ही था.
Then they never tasted your wonderful Bengan ka bharta? Is there loss?
How do you know that? I'll cook for you one day.
Okay.
And then I applied in Air India as flight purser.
Achha,
I
achha.
didn't get it.
And is it true that one day you were standing waiting for a bus?
And someone
came and offered you a Charminar ad?
No, Century.
Okay.
बोले मॉडलिंग करेगा? बोला पैसा देगा क्या? Well, of course, shuru. I was very unsure. I couldn't speak properly and I didn't know how to stand. I looked like a little Mongol kid.
No, even then, you always had a sophistication.
I can speak.
You were stylish.
Because I didn't speak. I kept my mouth shut. Anybody who keeps his mouth shut looks sophisticated. Till they try to put on some accent. But
it's really obvious that destiny was at work with your life.
I know.
God was charting out a life for you.
It's crazy, I tell you. Right from the little shawl to sitting out here in front of you is a dream, my dear.
You're so sweet.
Because we've seen you pass by in your car and we always admired you so much.
You're so nice. Hi, Ayesha. It's lovely to have you here.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
You know, my parents know your parents. Your father was Air Vice Marshal Ranjan Dutt.
That's right.
And your mother, Claude Marie, a Belgian countess.
Yes.
You've led a privileged life, far from teen batti in that sense. How did an urban princess, you know, an uptown girl, meet the local Jagu Dada?
We actually met in a record shop, and I was buying records, and this amazingly good-looking man comes up to me. And when I say good-looking, I mean it was
Stunning.
I don't know. And he said, "Oh, can I help you?" So I said, "Yes." And he just picked out a few records for me.
Bonnie M. Esmeralda.
Bonnie
Good
M.
grief. Okay, still remember.
What made you want to go and help her?
No, it is her legs. Kidding. And I was
You naughty.
no. I was on a bike, and from the Warden Road, I saw a girl. Took a turn. There was a bus in front of me, and she was hanging from a bus in a school uniform. I said, "Wow."
School uniform.
Yeah, I was 13 when we first met, actually. So.
Excuse me. I was also young then, if you don't mind.
Yeah, you were. You still are.
Yeah. So I said, "Hi, my name is Jackie." She said, "I said, where are you going?" She's going up. I said, I play here every day. And that was the first meet. The second time that I saw her was in the shop, the record shop.
And how many years had passed by then?
Oh, how many years?
Between the record shop and the bus?
2 days.
2 days,
Second day,
yeah.
third day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then I
tabhi
was
13
following.
saal ki thi.
He was following me, actually. I didn't know that.
See?
And here we are.
He's followed you right up to here.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it's the other way around. I think I did the following.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Hardly.
I don't know, but I'll tell you something really bizarre. The first time I saw him, the first time I exchanged a couple of words with him, I honestly, I swear to God, I thought to myself, this is the man I'm going to marry. You know, it was, I really promised. That's the thought that went through my
thank
head.
God.
Yeah,
At 13.
that's right. Yes.
So how did you both take it from there?
We just started going around and found a lot of common interest. She came to my house, she met my mom, she liked my mom, and she gave so much of love to her. And me being a child didn't actually make a difference to her.
Did it not make a difference?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. We lived there for a few months after we were married and
Yeah.
everything. It was fine. I
With
mean,
the dabba and all.
this is the guy I
Don't
love,
tell
and
me.
that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's all.
You didn't go and stay at Bhagyasara, your flat?
No, I was a married woman. You know, I had to go to my husband's house, right?
And here I was dreaming of going there to her house.
Too bad.
But what did your mother, the Countess, feel?
Well, there was a little bit of problem for a certain time.
Yeah.
But then I think when my mom just realized that I just wanted to be with this man, and I just wanted to marry this man, and if I couldn't marry him, then forget the rest of it. I was just not interested in anything.
She knew that.
She knew that. Finally, she got to know that.
Finally, but
Yes.
in between there must have been a very...
Oh, there was a little
We had-
hang-up,
it
but
was
she
a
didn't
little bit,
really
yeah.
throw me out of the house or something.
No,
but
nothing so dramatic.
But her look said it all. What are you doing here, you insect? But I expected that. That was all right. She was very polite, and then I could feel it that she was saying, "Who the hell is this?" And then finally she must have come to know who I am, and no job and nothing. But then it just gelled. She was easy because she was so strong.
Yeah.
The mom really must have
Had
thought
no
they,
option.
No.
What were your dates like?
Oh, we used to have such a good time. We used to go swimming. We used to walk a lot.
We used to walk a
That's
lot.
right.
We used to window shop a lot.
Yeah, window shopping.
Oh, when you don't have money, you know,
That's fun. That's
it's
fun.
fun, yes.
And we used to sit on the top of the double-decker bus, right in front. Yeah.
So we basically made the best of what we didn't have, but we, like, top of the bus could be a sports car, shopping in Taj could be staying in Taj, washing our face, going to the loo there. For her, it was okay. For me, it was like big.
For her, it was okay. You're
Yeah.
right. You see, she could do all those things. She could buy that bus, in the double-decker bus. She could live in the Taj.
Yeah, but then I used to move around that way, and she was always there with me.
But that is what is it's so interesting, Ayesha, that it didn't matter to you.
No, I guess the bottom line is love, right?
Yeah. But to feel it at 13, at 14,
I thought it was infatuation, but it.
it could have been
Perhaps that's what my mother thought it was, you know?
a passing phase.
Yeah, absolutely. But obviously it wasn't.
So then how did you know it was the real thing?
I realized, you know, the first time that I really said she is really in love with me was when she wrote a letter to a friend of mine who I was in love with before she came in.
His girlfriend before me.
She went away to US, maybe to do a course, and then she said she'll come back. And meanwhile, I met her. I just fell in love with her, and I told her, this is it. I love that. I love the girl who was in US.
You told Ayesha that you
Yeah.
loved that girl.
Yeah.
And she's going to come back, and she's trust me, and she's gone there to.
Oh.
And she said, let me write a letter to her. And she wrote a letter saying that, why don't you come back? We'll live like sisters and get married to Jackie together. So I would have had 2 wives. But
Ayesha.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't believe this.
But
I don't believe I did that
She did
either.
it.
You did do
I
it.
did. The thing was, I just wanted this guy.
yeah, so
So much love, Jackie.
broke her heart in between. because of that.
But if she loved you that much, she wouldn't have left you.
And she would have come and got married to me, both of you.
Whatever, you know. But, you know, she obviously didn't love you enough.
I doubt it.
She had her life to lead.
I know,
Yes,
maybe.
yes.
But you know, a woman is ready to go through anything. She'll go through poverty, she'll go through hardship, she'll go through sickness, but she will not go through with another woman.
It was, if it was a choice, losing him or keeping him with her. It's as
Fantastic,
simple
I
as
was
that, no?
really happy. So I thought, "Ke bhai, ye sahi hai."
You're joking.
I don't know how it would have worked out finally because I'm just so madly jealous and possessive of this
You
guy. Yeah, yeah,
Are you?
absolutely. Absolutely. I
Well,
just,
25 years we've survived
Yeah.
with all that. You
Yeah.
can imagine. Now there's something new coming up.
no.
Right in the beginning,
He
you were not
is.
jealous when
He
you
is.
when you wrote a letter and saying, "Yeah, come down." I thought that this is
No,
the
that-
girl, this is
that-
the right girl. There's got no inch of jealousy in her.
Yeah.
No, it's, I don't want to stress him out with what I feel about this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I
Thanks.
trust him. But that doesn't mean I can just put a blanket over what I feel.
So you keep it inside?
So I keep it inside, and then I think, you're really behaving really stupidly to think like this, you know? I mean, this is the guy you love, and he loves you, and that's all.
You both were from different walks of life, no question about it. One of you had to change to meet the other. Who did most of the changing?
I think I did. Just try to polish myself a little more and look right when I went to her house and, you know, be presentable to her friends maybe. For me, she was a goddess.
Oh my
And for me, I was a tramp. So I had to come to a level of,
Yeah.
and then I think it just polished off all her shine,
Rubbed off.
rubbed off.
Ayesha goes to a party, she can just slip into French. You can just slip into Tapuri,
Absolutely.
right?
मैं बड़ू क्या बोलता
Kya bolta hai?
Hey, but I can do that too now.
Okay, so you also changed. That's what I'm trying to get at.
I think Jackie is the kind of person who's comfortable anywhere, honestly. And he has no airs about him. He is who he is, and he is comfortable anywhere. It could be at a 10-course sit-down dinner or whatever.
Not knowing which is the right folk and which is the
You
right
will know.
spoon,
You
but-
know.
I mean,
but
just
then I
look
would
at
find.
him.
Jackie, do you flirt?
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Yeah, she said it too. I could give talks looking in eyes. I'm a Devanand fan, if you don't mind.
Well, any woman from 6 to 60, definitely. Yes.
Yeah, sure, but
Yeah,
women are
sure,
women.
sure.
They're made to be looked after.
Tell me, why do you call Ayesha Bhole?
Because she's a dud.
She's a dud.
She is innocent, what I meant. I mean, she is very trusting.
I always took people at face value. I trusted people blindly. I was not at all street smart. I think I have got a bit of that from him now. And I was quite superficial, frankly. And I think seeing the way he is and the way he's been all these years and the way he treats people, that has rubbed off on me. And he's taught me to be more caring about other people and not always think about myself, you know.
How do you feel about his this zeal to help people?
Well, I think it's great, but earlier he used to do it blindly. You know, he would give money. If someone said, I need money desperately for whatever, you know, he'd just give it blindly. But now he sends people out to check, is this legitimate? If it's legitimate, fine. I mean, we've really got so much. It really doesn't matter. And it makes such a difference to these people's lives.
Oh, it does.
You know, I've really seen this. I've seen, there's a lady who came to me once and said that, you know, your husband did such and such thing. And there's a picture of him in their little mandir in the house. I mean, how can you...
So you have a god sitting next to you.
Please. Yeah, well, okay. Adonis, maybe.
Sure.
But as his wife, how do you feel about the fact that 50% of your earnings, of his earnings, go towards helping the poor?
Well, it's fine. Because look, we have a very simple lifestyle. There's only so much you need to take care of
And
this
that
life.
we
you
have
know?
enough.
That's the kind of goodwill and the blessings that come to us because of all this he does. I think that's invaluable.
But there was a point, Ayesha, when you both were broke.
He still gave. We had 5 rupees in hand, but that $5 would go to the beggar at the signal.
But you know, a lot of people in Bombay wondered why you were broke, and they didn't know, and you never told them.
But that's all right. Then I did a film also, and I went through a little problems with the production. It went out of budget.
It's nerve-wracking being a producer.
It is, but it's great.
How?
I thrive on that, you know.
She's doing a film with Kaiser Gustad.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
when you
So
earn.
she's totally onto it, my dear.
Yes, you have 2 children, Tiger and Krishna.
That's right.
Tiger's going to be a hero. There you
I'm not pushing her, nor him. She looks like a big drama.
Yeah, she's a drama queen, and she loves to be the center of attention at all times.
That's an actress.
Actress coming up, for sure.
Maybe.
You've known each other, as we said, 25 years. What makes it work?
Friendship, trust.
Chemicals. We like to touch each other.
It's very important.
With skin to skin, when you feel the contact, when you touch the skin, you should feel right. It's like we're merging in more and more. I think we'll just become one day.
Oh, nice. Well, you know, you have the blessings and the du'ai of so many people.
Somewhere up in the heaven or hell, God knows where. But
You're very special people.
so are you. There's no doubt about that.
I want to thank you both so much for coming on my show.
Thank
Pleasure is mine. You know
Thank you
that.
for this rendezvous.
Thank you.